Well, it was a long proceeding where the private complainant was subjected to direct examination. And it started at 9 o'clock in the morning and ended 12 o'clock, and then resumed again at 1:30 up to 3:30 in the afternoon, 3:35 to be exact. So since there are still some matters which have to be thrashed out, we decided to conduct a cross-examination on Thursday in the afternoon at 1:30 in the afternoon. Yes. And we are hoping that, I don't know, baka sa Thursday hindi pa rin matatapos kasi 6 ang mga abogadong magigiting na mag-cross-examination. So baka hindi pa matapos sa Thursday.
Attorney, ano nag-ilusutan ng ating bail petition po kay Pastor?
Yun, kanina. Nag-direct examination na yung private complainant po. And then, hindi pa kami nag-cross kasi medyo mahaba yung kanyang testimony from morning until afternoon. Mga 3:35 nga natapos.
So, ibig sabihin po wala pong resulta?
Wala pa. Mag-cross-examination pa ako. Ako ang uuna sa Thursday afternoon. And then, thereafter, the court will decide as to when will be the next hearing.
Attorney, clarify lang po, yung kaso na po sa Quezon City, nakakapag-bail na po ba siya doon?
We chose not to post bail because no use man din. Meron mang dito sa what you call this, Pasig. So we will cross the bridge when we get there. Kung mag-order yung judge na he is entitled to bail because the evidence of guilt is not strong, then we may post bail in RTC Quezon City. Well, everything depends upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We rely on the mercy of the Lord Almighty. We leave it to Him. But of course, we have to do our homework also. We have to do our job properly. And we are hopeful that after the cross-examination and after presentation of the entire evidences on the part of the prosecution, the judge would be able to make a definitive ruling that the evidence of guilt is not strong. And in that case, then Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy would be able to gain temporary liberty by posting bail.
Kamusta po ang lagay po na sa kulungan po?
Well, of course, kulungan kasi yan, hindi ko naman pwede sabihin na okay. But he is tatag lang. He has to be resilient and he has to face the music, so to speak. So he has to be strong, and he is strong.
Tama po ba kanina parang inuubo po siya?
Yes. As a matter of fact, at around 10 o'clock in the evening last night, I was about to file a motion that he be excused from personally appearing today. But I figured that would not look good on the part of the public. So kinaya po ni Pastor na maski malakas po yung ubo niya, pumunta talaga siya dito sa korte para ipakita na wala siyang kasalanan.
So starting po sa next hearing, attorney, physically present na po sa lagi?
We are hoping that he will be physically present and praying that he will be physically present. Hindi naman tayo may control sa lahat may Panginoon tayo.
Attorney, ano yung reaction ni Pastor nung makita niyo na po?
Medyo hindi ko na lang isabi, pero ang sabi niya nagsi-self-destruct daw, but of course that's his opinion and I respect that. And I will not delve on that anymore kasi baka ma-accuse na naman ako ng prosecution that I am delving into the merits of the case. But I'm just informing you as to what transpired. I never discussed as to the merits of the case.
Kailan pa yung ubo niya? Kailan pa po yung ubo niya?
2 days ago. 2 days ago. Medyo malala nga kanina. So yung boses din niya hoarse, no? But he persevered just to be here so that the judge will see na maski may sakit siya, may ubo siya, nandito siya.
May required ba ng korte na mag-appear personally?
Naman, right naman talaga ng akusado yung personal presence niya because that is pursuant to his constitutional right to have confrontation with the accuser. Mas maganda kasi na yung akusado na ina-accuse, nakikita talaga ng nag-a-accuse sa kanya. At yun ang nangyari kanina.
Attorney,
Okay.
date and time na lang next hearing?
1:30 on Thursday. Thursday, yes, yes. Okay, daghang salamat ha. Thank you.
Attorney, kamusta po yung naging pagharap po natin? Dumaan daw po kayo sa direct examination.
Hindi ako yung witness namin. Okay naman. Actually, it is a petition for bail kasi alam naman natin na non-bailable yung crime. So, pagka non-bailable yung crime, kailangan, bail is not a matter of right. So, therefore, kailangan nilang mag-file ng petition for bail kung gusto nila makapagpiyansa. And we, the prosecution, kami ni Attorney Ayan, yung private prosecutors, we were ready naman, together with the state prosecutors, to prove that the evidence of guilt is not strong, is really strong. Is really strong. That's why kailangan hindi talaga makapagpiyansa yung accused. And we've been ready with this case since 2019 naman. So, okay naman yung naging direct namin today.
Paano po kaya kapag dumating na yung cross-examination? How ready po yung client?
Very ready. Kasi pag nagsasabi ka naman ng totoo, handang-handa ka naman kasi wala kang kailangang i-twist sa mga sasabihin mo. So, handa po yung kliyente namin.
Attorney,
Opo.
nabanggit nyo kanina non-bailable itong case. Ano lang po yung reaction po ninyo that they're still filing for this petition?
Well, that's their right. Karapatan naman nila yun. Opo.
Ang ilang hearing na to?
This is the first na natuloy kasi yung January 10, nakaschedule kami for hearing supposedly for the first na sa petition for bail. Kaya lang nagpa-reset sila kasi sabi nila they reserve the right to have the accused confront their accuser in court. Although sinabi naman namin na complied naman yung requirement na yon kasi they are online, present naman sila sa video conferencing. And nag-object din kami kasi sinabi namin na kung kinakailangan naman pala nilang gawin yun, dapat sana minanifest na nila yon before pa. Kasi sila naman yung nag-file ng petition for bail. But nevertheless, na-reset nga tayo today. So today natuloy yung aming presentation of the direct of the witness for the direct examination.
So tingin niyo po ba parang delay ng tactics?
Actually, nagtaka kami kasi yung petition for bail nila, nagbibigay sila ng time frame sa korte na dapat daw madesisyonan agad, but then last time, sila yung nagpa-reset kasi kailangan nila yung presence ng accused sa korte. But just the same, okay lang naman din. Today, natapos yung direct testimony ng client namin ni alias Amanda. On Thursday, she will be cross-examined by the counsels for all the accused.
Dahil silang attorney, hopes na lang po for the case. Ano hopes niyo po for this case?
Yes, gusto namin talaga ma-deny yung bail, no? Kasi alam naman namin gustong lumabas ni Pastor kasi mangangampanya siya. Then consistent with our claim that he is a human trafficker, an abuser, gusto namin hindi siya
And a
manalo.
rapist.
So we hope that the bail will be denied.